Hello YouTube. So I filmed this intro like 4 or 5 times earlier today. I'm like, screw it. I sound like such a robot when I try to make it perfect. It doesn't get better. So I am going to use this one. I don't care. I've got a couple things that I do to help get rid of bloating. I've kind of found a trend on what works for me. So I'm going to do a video about the few things that I do if I get off track to kind of get back on track. And I'm not claiming I know everything, and I'm not going to go into all the science about it because that's going to be like a very long video and it's going to take a lot of research for me, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do about, I think, 3 things, but there might be a few extras I add to this at the end. But I kind of documented my progress over 5 days, and it does take a while to get back. Longer for some than others. For me, it's about 3 or 4 days to get rid of any kind of bloating from, eating out or traveling. So, yeah, comment down below on some things that you guys do that you have found that help you, and we can kind of all share together on this. So I hope some of these help you, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the 3 things that I do to kind of get back on track to combat this bloating thing. So you guys probably knew I was going to say this, and you might not want to hear it, but water is the #1 thing that you can do to reduce bloating. And it seems so counterintuitive, but it may be a little bit of a delay, but you need to almost drink so much water that you feel like you're getting bigger. So my husband ordered me a water bottle, and I'm about to open it up and see kind of what it looks like. So let's look at this. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, and he got this from Amazon because he accidentally broke my other one, but it's supposed to be a little bit more durable. I know you guys are probably cringing right now with me holding my phone in one hand and trying to open this thing in the other, but let's look at it. Okay, so you need a water bottle like this. Okay, and I'm looking at the measurements. Ounces, 55 ounces, 75 ounces. But you would probably, this is 2.2 liters. You would probably drink at least 2 of these. 1 before 3 and then 1 after 3. If you can get more, it would be better. Carry around a gallon with you. So #1 thing is water. And be ready for a delay and actually feeling heavier, but that's a good sign that it's starting to. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's been probably 2 months since my last little shoot, but on to the second thing. The second thing that you can do to reduce bloating is what you eat. So for me, this is like my breakfast, which this is like a half cup of oatmeal, and this is like a cup and a half of eggs, and like a whole cup of vegetables. I actually started doing better. I ate a big breakfast and then spaced out 6 meals or 5 meals, and that just made my body just keep moving. Every 3 hours I ate, and initially, yes, I felt some bloating with that. It took a couple weeks for my body to get into a new mode, but I found that eating more regularly throughout the day and drinking water, of course, has made my body want to not hold on to the food and sit in my stomach as long, because it keeps it flowing. So the second thing that you can do is to, of course, find what foods work for you. I kind of follow paleo. That's kind of something that has worked for me. I never really knew about it until I started looking up into it. I just was doing it automatically. So those foods are good for me because I tend to get inflammation, and they just kind of help keep that under control. So the second thing, food, how you eat, not necessarily when you eat, but chewing your food, steaming vegetables, I noticed a big difference when I was steaming vegetables as opposed to just eating them raw. So, yeah, food. Okay, like I wanted to give you guys another example of like a meal that I might typically eat. And this is just spicy ground turkey, mustard, quinoa, and broccoli. And of course I cook the turkey with olive oil, so I measure out my fats that way. But I would do like a meal like this twice with like 2 shakes, and then I back off from the carbs kind of later in the afternoon, so I might have a meal without carbs or something. So that is kind of like a typical size meal for me. Pretty decent. And the last thing that I do that has worked for me is just getting rest. Everybody's needs are a little bit different. I know that I tend to need more than other people. But I'm going to finish this video off with my video progression of some bloating that I dealt with a while back after a trip. And I want to thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe. Thank you for supporting me and being positive. I appreciate all you guys' comments. And have a wonderful day. I like this city now, but you're in it. Sin City's not such a bad place to visit. I used to hate that city. I never liked that place, it's true. But now I like Sin City. A little better. Still inflamed a little bit, but I have been I feel better, so we'll see. You should think nothing good came from your city, 'cause of another 7 things that we're missing. October, November, and on through the new year. And 1, 2, 3, 4 months more. I went, oh my Lord, I went, oh my Lord. You went, oh my Lord, what have I done? And now I like your city. You like my city too. I like Sin City, 'cause it's got you.